G'day guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Kishan, and today we've got a special guest on. It's my friend Kriti from Mount Roskill Grammar School. Are you sister?
That's my intro? From Mount Roskill Grammar School?
What's wrong with that? I don't know what else. I went to school with you.
Anyway, so I'm Kriti from Kriti Attire. And yeah, we did go to school together. So that was fun.
That was good. Yeah. It was a long time ago.
It was.
7 years ago.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd seen you in 6 years or something?
No,
so it's uni.
We didn't really bump into each other in uni. We did the same degree though.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
But here we are, you two's brought us together.
Yeah. So today's video, we're going to actually be talking about 3 great tips on how to deal with fear. Before you get stuck into this video though, go to Kriti Attire's channel and check out our video on
how we dealt with fear, what fear is, kind of our philosophy on fear, and you can come back and watch this video and have it all together.
Perfect. We'll leave the link in the description below. Oh, and remember to subscribe to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that red button and the notification bell.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
And like the video and comment.
If you guys like it.
No, even if you don't. If you don't like it, dislike it. Engagement. No, yes. Engagement. Right. For the engagement. Okay. Yeah.
Do whatever. I hope you enjoy it. Think of anything that you got to do in life. You have to understand what the problem is at hand, what fear it is. Maybe it's about your confidence, or maybe it's about speaking in front of an audience. Whatever it is, you need to understand it. And that's where does that stem from? Where does it actually come from, that fear? What's bothering you? And more often than not, it's normally because of some sort of trauma you faced. Do you know, is that something that you kind of had as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So say something that really scared you, either when you were a kid or even in your adult life, I think can really impact how you act going forward. So, for example, if you had a really terrible boss who yelled at you and was rude to you all the time, maybe when you go into your next role, that's what you expect your new boss to be like. And so you're always, fearful that you don't say the wrong thing, you don't express yourself. And even though expressing yourself would mean that you're taken more seriously, you're still afraid to do that because you think they might lash out at you like your old boss did.
Yeah, absolutely. So a good way of understanding it, I guess if we break it down into 3 sort of steps, sub-steps almost, is, when you are faced with this fear, where are you when you're feeling uncomfortable? Where does this happen? What are you exactly doing? And what are you actually scared of? What is it? And if it's your boss, that the same instance we're taking, maybe you don't want to approach them about a certain report, let's say, because you're too scared about the outcome. Maybe just take a step back from there and be I'm probably fearful because of my old boss, What am I doing at the moment? Once again at work, and not sure how to deal with the situation. And obviously you're scared of the boss, and that's the fear itself.
Yeah.
So I guess when I say understand the fear, you need to just really think about what it is that's really bothering you. And these 3 steps or sub-steps, you could say, is going to help you figure out how to understand that fear.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the next thing is visualize your outcome. What exactly do you want? What's your desired outcome from all of this? And maybe you got a vision in mind. Maybe it's, talking to your boss and being comfortable with that person. Whatever it is, you got to have some sort of visualization as to where you'd expect to be after you actually face this fear, and what is your ideal situation?
I think what helps me is understanding where I want to be and what I'm running from. So say, I don't want to be uncomfortable in front of anyone of authority because I want to own myself. So whether that's your boss or anyone else in the world who you're afraid of or makes you anxious, you don't want to be scared in front of them. So maybe that's what I'm running from. And what I really want to be is I want to be comfortable in expressing my emotions, expressing my ideas without the fear of being judged, and making a meaningful contribution. So those are the 2 extremes. And I just have to run from this to this, and that gives you a really good goalpost.
Yeah, exactly. Something to sort of work towards. Yeah. Well put. Yeah, so whatever it is, whether it's goal setting or facing your fears, a big part of looking at where you want to get to is normally that visualization step itself. So that's going to help you actually get to that outcome. When you start visualizing it, you're already, you know, one step closer to actually achieving what that fear, overcoming the fear rather. Take
action.
That was a bit delayed, but yes, the next step is take action.
Oh, I thought you meant like action. Oh no!
That is
I
so
thought you meant
good.
like take 3, like action. I thought you were gonna put a number. Okay.
Take
action.
Nice. That was better. That was take 3. But take action. That's the best part of it. Like, first of all, you know, you've gone through your steps of understanding the fear. The second thing is visualizing your outcome. The last step is taking that action. And this is normally the hard one for most people because facing your fear is not easy. It's not easy for any of us. And you really have to think about, you know, your ideal outcome. Think about that because that's going to help you to take that first step of overcoming that fear.
Yeah, I totally agree. So we talk about this a little bit in my video on my channel, but something that I had dealt with was anxiety. So sitting in a lecture theater with a fluorescent light would really stress me out, and I was really scared to do that. But through taking small steps and taking action of going to uni every day, sitting in front of those fluorescent lights, and then, you know, like slowly moving closer and closer to the lecturer until I literally sat at the front.
Until you start lecturing.
Until I started lecturing.
Lecturer at that point.
Yeah. Not surprisingly, when I was sitting right at the front, I was getting the best grades I could. And so that was my ideal outcome.
Was it just because the answers were right next to you?
Yeah, I just peeked over.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I just peeked over. And
sorry, Karen.
So yeah, when I was sitting, you know, unsurprisingly, when I was sitting close to the lecturer, even though it was terrifying, I got the best grades because I was paying attention. I wasn't distracted by anything. And that was my, you know, that was what I visualized.
Yeah.
So by visualizing first of all and taking those small steps, I was able to achieve those goals, even though it was terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, no one's going to tell you this is an easy step. Taking action more often than not is the hardest bit because most people, you know, you understand your fear, you kind of visualize where your outcome's going to be, but then it's almost a leap of faith a lot of times, you know. It's like that real awkward position you're in and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. You know, whether it's a public speaking or whatever it is, it's a bit tricky. So you don't exactly know how to feel when you take that step because you're getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And we've talked about that a lot in your video actually. So go check that out and we're going to leave it in the description below. But take action is going to be the one that's going to get you through to actually overcoming that fear. And look, it's going to be little steps. You're not going to just climb the mountain in one night. But the way I sort of deal with it, it's kind of weird. I kind of like to do the whole rip the Band-Aid off situation where if I'm scared of something, I'll go and do it straight away. Just so like I just want to deal with it. And it makes me uncomfortable, but I know that, you know, it's one step closer to where I want to be. And, you know, like I said in the other video as well, the fear doesn't always just go away, but you find ways in which you can cope with that fear.
Yeah, absolutely.
To wrap it up, the 3 steps: understand your fear, visualize their outcome, and take action. We've covered this and we've talked about it in great detail. Remember, check out the video on Kriti Attire's channel. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video today and it's been fun having you on our channel. So Kriti, thank you so much for being here.
I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you. Make sure you guys hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, and leave some comments. Really want to hear about it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.
Bye.